Welcome to the
Respect
porch.
doesn't exist.
Speaking of fucking respect, you just respect the porch. You don't step on my words. I was trying to invite him to the porch, and you're all over me with your words. Word man.
My apologies.
Welcome to the. Oh my God. This is gonna keep happening. Welcome to the porch. We're fucking around. Yeah, welcome. I love it. This is my favorite place. This is my safe place, if you will.
Yeah, man. This is a place where we could just come over and get all goofy and giggle a little bit and be like, yeah, whatever, yo. Let's talk about respect.
Yeah,
To
that's
find
how
out
we
what we were
talk on the
talking about.
porch.
I know, for real, dude. To find out what we were talking about this, before, and where all this shit started, dude. Check us out on the Patreon, dude. That shit will be up there. I wanted to open this up with this quote. All right, yo, you ready?
Okay. Was
All
it
right.
like Hippocrates or so that's the only guy coming to me right now. Maybe an Edison quote, or maybe
No, it came
Mark
from-
Twain. Maybe it's. I'm sorry, who?
No, it's some dude that you heard and said, this sounds cool, Rick, write this down. And I was like, all right.
Okay.
And I did. And here it is. Respect does not exist. It's just something street people invented.
Oh.
What does that mean to you? And are we street people?
Well, okay. So to put this into context, the guy that said this was a cop. He was actually a lieutenant.
Cop.
And he was, he's on a show, this guy, and he's talking, it's one of those murder shows. And he says that's what he says. He said these two guys were trying to kill each other over disrespect. And he said respect isn't something that exists. Respect only exists between street people.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Huh.
Yeah. But
What the fuck does that even mean?
I don't know, but I was like, that's one of the shittiest statements I've ever heard in my life. Respect
It's
just
shitty
only.
enough to write down.
The thing is, you can't gauge respect if you never experience disrespect. So if you grow up in a with always being respected and in of a higher upper class, upper tier part of society, you don't get to say that because you have nothing to fucking reference.
Or if you're never told that what is happening is disrespectful and having that indicator, you know what I mean? That reference point. Like, oh, this might be out of line. I don't know.
Might be. Yeah, dude. That shit pissed me off. And the worst part is he's not wrong. I'm not saying, dude, he's not wrong. It's a shitty thing to say. I don't even know if I agree with him because there's so many layers to that problem, but I might.
You were contradicting the fuck out of yourself.
Because I'm
This
thinking
whole thing
about,
started.
I'm picking off the layers in my head right now, and I'm going both
Yeah.
ways.
Internal battle.
Yeah.
Right before our ears.
Yeah, welcome to my goddamn mind, dude. It sucks. It's not.
Well, while this guy fucking delayers his onion of himself, on the porch we had a lot of people, as y'all know, and if y'all don't know, it was on like this little street island, I guess, dude. There was a little convenience store, like a tire store, a house, and that was the end of the like little parking lot thing. That was the end of the island. It wasn't very big.
No, it wasn't.
Just as big as I described. And it was a little loop around circle, and across the street there, on one side was like this big Meineke with a big open, cool ramp you could skate down.
I
or
remember
whatever.
that. Yeah. The fucking
So-
Meineke. And the woods next to the Meineke.
And there was woods. Oh, dude, the woods. Anyway, little patch.
Little
And I
patch.
think there's
Random
on the other side was like a
random
tomato
homeless
sauce place.
people back there.
It was like some Italian sauce, fucking spaghetti sauce place behind there. Anyways,
Yep,
there's a lot of people. See, spaghetti's the theme, kid.
Oh, it is.
That would come, and then some people come in different states of minds, right, and bringing that drama, bringing that beef, man, and
You don't bring that
What do you-
shit here.
what do you
You
wanna talk
guys
about that
fucking
shit?
go
What do you wanna talk
somewhere
about
else
that
and
shit?
do that shit. This is my safe fucking place. Take your bullshit and go over there. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not against you
That's
doing
yours.
whatever you're doing. Just don't bring it into my spot, man.
and there were several people there that would definitely stand right up without being asked, and just you guys can't be doing that here, or just letting it fizzle down. Like, this guy will cool off. He'll drag ass, man. We don't want cops here.
Right. He's got to go.
We don't need
That's-
no cops
yeah.
here, man. You gotta go, dude.
Yeah. There's a lot to get to that point. There's a big area of shit that you can do at the porch. But there's that line, and that line is pretty reasonable. I think it is. But when you get to a certain
we've
point,
had a lot of in-your-face yelling matches, screaming matches, a little bit of pushing or shoving, and that was almost tolerable depending on who it was and when it was.
You're right.
Almost,
what time of day
that
it
was
was
pushing
and
it.
shit.
Depends, but people got rowdy. People got fucked. It was a party place, dude. People got rowdy and shit.
Or
But
you
then
know what?
there was
Here,
other
before we
people-
go further, even to nail that point down a little further, if it was a fight that just needed to happen, even then, it's like, okay, all right, do your thing, but then move on.
Yeah, there was like that little, like I said, that little dusty parking lot over there.
Right,
the
right.
woods.
That
There's
little place
areas.
right
Just
there.
Go fucking drag somewhere else. Just
It's
go
like
over there, whatever.
You got to do it somewhere else, but it's close enough so I can watch, pretty much.
I was gonna say, but then it just erupts in the middle of the street right there. You're like, whatever.
Yeah, and then like the whole thing happens. I'm like, I don't know. I came out to see
You got
what
a
was
couple
going
people
on.
tweaking out. Oh my god!
Oh my god! Oh no! Where the fuck's
that happens.
happening?
Yeah, definitely, dude. So then you get the other people coming through that are not a part of the, either they're part of the clique and then they're just different sides of it, or whatever the case may be, or just stupid people we don't know. It's just that level of respect, I guess it is developed on the street. I guess that is something street people developed or invented, whatever.
It is. It's because we're trying to fucking keep our own shit together. We can't deal with your shit too. We don't have that privilege. I don't want to use the word privilege because of the way it's been used lately, but we don't have that option, I should say.
Also, too, like, think about the origins of respect and just how the way things just were known to be. Like, you just don't talk about other people's monies. You don't talk about religion. You don't all this. It was just known. You didn't fucking need a word to define it.
There was repercussions and there was consequences. A lot of people that look down on these kind of places don't have repercussions and consequences. Or they don't have the same. I know it's like but it's a different type of fucking consequence,
Yeah, and I think it's a different level of respect, too, depending on the layer of society you're in or status or whatever, dude, because if you're just a bunch of skater ghetto kids, you form your own. And I think the Porch had its own, whatever. I don't want to put like
its own set of ideals and rules, yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I didn't want to throw some labels on that shit, dude, but it did. And I think that was one of the really cool things that was maintained for a good, better part of 5-6 years?
Oh yeah, dude. It was a long
Something like
time.
that?
Yeah. It was a
while, dude.
It was a while, and it was not like now.
Like a summer party.
Now 5 years goes by like a blink of an eye, but back then there was so much stuff that was happening all the time. It was always
think
emotion.
there's like 5-6 summers of craziness, dude. It's just non-stop.
And there was a large part of it where even when I didn't live there, I would still be there sometimes. I would still roll up. I knew if I go there, there's gonna be people there.
And if there's not, just wait a minute.
Yeah, just wait. Yeah, stick around. Somebody.
Well, no, because somebody else will see somebody else over there, but there's somebody over there, and then that's how it happens.
That's it.
Oh, I just saw you hanging out.
Yep. Then it's a banger in about 6 hours. It's a banger.
Yep, and then it's like, where we going? And then Bickbirds or some stupid shit comes up or whatever name.
Yeah.
Where we going?
You end up bringing more people back afterwards. You're like, what the fuck? This place just doesn't die. Yeah.
Yeah. But as long as we all had that common thread of respect for each other.
Yep.
I love it.
Yep.
But I think that's what I really wanted to talk about today, man. What about you? What do you want to tackle? Anything?
Yeah, that
Want
place.
to wrap up?
That place stunk.
That place
Oh my god, it stunk.
Oh, I was thinking about what can you do with extra lime? I have or lye, whatever the hell it's called.
Lime, yeah. Well, lime too. Lime also. Like squeeze limes on it just to make it double down on how bad it stinks.
I think they paved over it, dude, because they couldn't do anything with the land. The land was scorched.
Probably. It wouldn't fucking do
Hundreds of pounds of that shit on there, dude. Oh my
it.
god.
It wouldn't surprise me. Dude, you were talking about do you remember the mechanic right next door?
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but yeah.
I called him Sasquatch because he was a fucking douchebag. I don't know how I ended
You
up calling him
guys
Sasquatch.
did. You guys did, yeah.
He was a dick. He would always
Weird.
like bitch about where we parked our car and stuff. But it's that same thing. It's that same mentality. We were just we were low class to him. So I fucking hosed down in front of his.
We gave him no reason at all whatsoever to think we were low class.
That's right.
The fuck's up with this asshole?
I'm not saying we weren't low class, but there's no reason to treat other people like that. It doesn't matter what class they are. That's just human fucking decency.
No, I want to say no. The owners of the house, the actual people that rented the house, the people that they were not low class. They were not. It was the company that was around the house that was lower class.
Yeah, and even then, you don't fucking treat people like that.
No, you don't, dude.
Dude, there was the crackhead that lived there. I would never fucking think to treat him the way that guy treated us.
Yeah. I do remember you guys having some wars there, so don't do that. The fucking asshole over there would call the cops.
Yeah, I hosed down in front of his door and his to his where you pull the garage up. I hosed it down one night when it was really cold, and it was like a massive sheet of ice. He couldn't even get in. It was funny.
I don't know why this guy. No. Oh, Rick, don't go pissing over on that dude. Oh no, don't go piss in that car, man.
Yeah. We used to shoot out.
Yeah, I know all these gripes.
We used to shoot out the windows of his cars with a fucking slingshot.
You know, you shouldn't light that on fire and throw it. Oh, too late.
This is all hypothetical. This is just shit we're making up for the show. So please don't arrest
both
us.
at the same time, like, this didn't happen. I'm just fucking with you.
Just fucking with you. Or are we? Fuck that guy. Fuck his hairy ass chest.
Maniac!
TheSubtractive.com